Hey, so you're probably wondering, how do I find my playstyle in Curse Tank Simulator? Well, today in this video, we're gonna find out. And I have a few ideas in mind on how you can find your playstyle, and let's get to the video, I guess. Yes, we do have requirements, and the requirements aren't that high. So, for this one, you will have to be in Tier 3 with medium tanks, light tanks, and maybe a heavy tank in Tier 4. And that's practically about it. You don't really need any KDR or anything. And yeah. Alright, well, those are all the requirements there are. So let's get to the next part, shall we? The reason for the requirements is that in Tier 3 and 4, you have more options like the Tigers, the Panthers, you've got T-34s, and light tanks like the M18, the M8s, M5s. If you don't know them, I'll put them up on screen, all of them. Anyways, that's mainly the reason, is that in Tier 1 and 2, you don't have many medium tanks or heavy tanks. You've mostly got light tanks and maybe one or two mediums here and there. And that's pretty much about it. Anyways, that's about it for the yapping on that one. Let's move on to the actual gameplay itself. Now, for the gameplay, I want you guys to take 3 different class of tanks, or 4. There's not 4, but I want you guys to take a light tank, a medium tank, and a heavy tank. And I want you guys to pick your most well tank, I would like to say. One that you feel you do the best. Use all of them, definitely. Try any one of them. You can try your medium tank at one point in a different part of the match, or the heavy tank to tank your shell. It's just different shells. I messed up there. You could take your light tank and rat around. Take anything that best fits you and your liking. Alright, so let's start with heavy tank classification. Heavy tanks trade in mobility for armor. So you'll be able to take more shots, especially if you position yourself really well. For example, the Tiger, angling the Tiger really helps. Tiger 2s, the Mouse, and all those heavy tanks. Unfortunately, in top tier, they don't have any heavy tanks, but that's alright. Actually, I think the Yo-Yo MK2 is a heavy tank. But anyways, heavy tanks are more of a support vehicle. They will basically be in the back of a convoy, or I don't know. I'm not a historical genius, so I'm probably gonna get that wrong, and I'm gonna get, I don't know, hated in the comments. But heavy tanks are more of a laid-back style. You wait for tanks to just roll up in front of you, and you snipe them and kill them. So yeah, if you like heavy tanks and you like sniping, that's the way to go for you. For medium tanks, it's a mix of heavy tanks and light tanks. They have mobility, have firepower, and have armor at the same time. For example, the Type 74, I think, is a light tank classification. Or the T-34 series are pretty good medium tanks. Those are really good choices. And they're more of a mixed playstyle. You can go rushing in and, destroying enemies like if you were some light tank, and still tank shots. Or you could lay back and, watch as people walk in front of you and explode because your dart destroyed them, or your armor-piercing high explosive round hit their side and it detonated them. I don't know. But if you are more of a either rushing or dragging, more of a playstyle where you rush or you lay back somewhat, then medium tanks are mostly the way to go. And especially since most modern tanks, from what I know of at least, are classified as medium tanks. For example, the T-72s and the T-90s, I think, are classified as medium tanks. Whoops. Not too sure though. I'd have to dig into that. I'll probably put some text on the top saying yes, they are, or no, they're not medium tanks. And now for light tanks. Light tanks are very, very easy to use, especially if you trade in all of your armor for mobility and firepower at the same time. These tanks generally do have more of a tactical playstyle, where you have to get on this enemy's side or disable them and take away their gun or their gunner or their breach. It's more tactical. You have to think more of what you're doing and how you're doing it. Because if you don't, then all that armor being traded in for mobility turns into a waste, and you end up dying more than you end up getting kills. So if your playstyle is more of getting up in the enemy's face and destroying them, then that's the way to go. If it's not, and you're more of a heavy tank player, or you like to rush them but still tank shots, then definitely go for mediums or heavies. Anyways, that's about it in this video. If you guys enjoyed, and if you guys actually got your playstyle, do let me know. If YouTube somehow recommended this to you, yay. Anyways, if there's anything I missed, definitely tell me and put it in the comments. If you do feel like it, subscribe, maybe like, or drop a comment. I don't know, say hi. Anyways, see ya.